Hey y'all, welcome back to Stepping Out of the Confusion. Today I wanted to be outside. We've got a nice another snowy day, not something that's normally happening here in Virginia, and wanted to talk about balance. Might be a little odd thing to think of in a snowstorm, but you know, this entire planet's been put into a delicate little orbit, and you can look at ourselves as even like something that's in this delicate thing that life has. Just like a snowflake. I mean, these snowflakes are so delicate. A minute ago they were big and fluffy, and now they're just this you know, little fragile thing. And here we are, somebody that gets to have ability to manipulate this balance for the good, for the bad. We have the balance of life, we have the balance of our bodies, the balance of the planet. Makes me think of just how delicate this really is. God put us on here with our souls and our spirits and our bodies. We get to watch what we eat. It manipulates that. Ironically, I talk about my daughter Zoe, and when she was born, she had like 25 different food and environmental allergies. And we were gifted this product called Body Balance, ironically, by our good friend Miss Gina Walters, who is just a beautiful soul. And we thank you. Hey, Gina. And the Body Balance had 9 sea vegetables and trace minerals, like I think like 60 or so trace minerals. And within 4 days, our daughter Zoe went from being on oxygen and couldn't breathe. Her oxygen levels would drop when she would go to sleep. And in 4 days, after drinking just little cups, little capfuls of this Body Balance, like she became a new child. And you got to think at like a year and a half old, she's just struggling. And we didn't know what to do. And, here it is. There was just something that just tipped her over the edge to be able to have a great life and grow up to be a normal little kid, you know. See, Mother Nature's part of that balance too. We have the ability on this planet to push it out of orbit, with bombs. We have the ability to create adverse weather because we're pollution. A lot of that, sure, it's going to happen anyway. We look at the history of the planet, but, you know, everything's taken it's an incremental step that we have to take in our lives. I mean, you look at the planet itself. I mean, like, as far as we know, it took a couple, 12 billion years to get to this point. So God's not in any hurry to like incrementally get us to the point of our destiny. So like even like myself, for instance, we have realized that at this point in my life, you know, I get to step back, I get to look around, and I get to see what I've done that's put me in places that I shouldn't have been in, and looked at taken things I shouldn't have taken, like drugs, like avenues, like trips to other places. But that incremental learning that we all go through is there for a reason. Like, we've all got a journey, and we've all got to look at how we're using our steps every day in that journey. And I know I'm kind of rambling here, but it's just one of those days where you want to look at just the beauty and the delicacy of everything. Because, I mean, it's white, it's pure. Sure, it's cold, but it's like, look how beautiful this is. And, things that are beautiful can also kill you. Like, if you're out here and you don't know what you're doing, you could die. So you got to pay attention. But in this delicate thing, in this balance that we hold in our hands, which is our life, you got to look at, what are you feeding your life? What are you feeding inside of yourself? What are you feeding your soul? What are you feeding your spirit? Because anything that is going to, let's just say, create darkness, let's just say, give it an angle or a direction towards badness, what are you going to do? Are you going to turn around and go this way? My dad used to always say, you step back and you kind of turn and you look at life in a different angle, and over here you're going to see something that you didn't get to see because you're always facing this way. So you kind of got to change your angle a little bit. As far as we know, the earth has been changing its angle to the sun for a couple billion years, so look what it's done. It's like created, it's destroyed, it's created, it's destroyed. And that's just the way things go. I think that many of us are we're very used to the flesh. And the flesh will steer you in ways that are not going to be good. Because if you listen to your cravings, you're going to do the drugs, you're going to drink the drink, you're going to watch the thing. But if you listen to your spirit, if you listen to your soul, you connect with what made this spirit, what made this soul, it'll talk to you. And I'm not trying to be all woo-woo, but I can tell you this, there's some woo-woo that's good. There's some woo-woo that's going to be like, that was real. That really happened. I did hear that. I didn't audibly hear it, but I heard, don't go there. Your little gut thing. Don't go there. Don't eat that. You really shouldn't eat that. So you look at the earth, and I mean, if this was June or something, well, in Colorado it's in June, but here it's like, that'd be a little wacky. But here it is, February. It's snowing. I've been living in Virginia for 15 years. This is the most snow we've gotten. It's pretty cool. But it's a fluke. I don't know. Is it? Back in the day when I was younger in West Virginia, it'd snow all the time. So remember how you got to change with the seasons. It's okay that when you're young, you got a little bit more stamina. You can do a few more things. But you can't always rely on that to last throughout your life. And if you're somebody who's kind of young and you're watching this, my advice to you is to look at what you're setting yourself up for in the future. Because the future it's going to get here, and all of a sudden you're going to be 57 years old like me, and what do you got? I'm grateful. I do have a little bit, but I do also know that I could have had a lot more. And it's not about money or anything like that. I'm talking about the quality of my choices that allowed me to do things with my kids, that allowed me to do things on my own and feel good about it. Because there's some choices in my life that I do not feel good about. There's some things that I did that I wish I would have not done, that affected my kids, that affected my wife. So I'm just being real with y'all, because this is stepping out. And when you step out, you gotta show people who you are, so they can help you see something that maybe you can't see. And if you're a friend and you see somebody doing something and you are their friend, you're going to say, brother, sister, let's look at this together. Because what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem like you're seeing the same thing. You're getting a little off balance. It's kind of like the delicate flower, you know, it's only going to last for so long, and then it's just going to wither and die. But in that moment of life, it's so beautiful. And we have a chance right now because you're alive, you're watching this video, and you're experiencing something like this. You might be in the sunshine and you're experiencing sunshine. You might be in the rain and you're experiencing rain. But the thing is that you're experiencing life. And we should be so grateful that we are living. You know, if we were able to pan all the way out, like to like Saturn, or maybe just even go to Mars, and look at this Earth, that there's nothing around like it. It's so unique. It's so special. And God made it and tucked it away in this little universe on this little side of the galaxy. And yeah, we don't know if there's other ones like it. There probably is, but that's how special we are. And that's how special you are. You are special. Every single person on this planet, whether they believe in God or not, He loves you. He loves you so much. But that delicate balance between you and Him, it's called free will. And He will never take that away from you. He won't take away your free will. But that delicate balance between the choice of I'm with God or I'm not with God is going to make all the difference in the world about how you get to experience this. My sweatshirt says it. You got to be born again. You know, I see the bumper sticker that says born right the first time. You were. You were definitely born right the first time. It's what you have done since then that has taken you either closer to Him or further away. Because everybody was born right the first time. But what has happened is that man or woman or mom or dad or uncle or society or whatever has put in beliefs and put in a system that has steered you away from that perfection that you are. So hallelujah for perfection. Hallelujah that you were born right the first time. The problem is that the balance has been tipped the wrong way, in my opinion. So in this world, we just hope for balance. Inside yourself, I hope there's a balance. It's all been delivered to you guys by love. All of it. All of it's been delivered by love. I hope this helped you guys for today. You know, we can all step out, grab a snowball, and see what happens. Till next time.